the Ninja Turtles has a really interesting history because they were the cowbunga lessies and pieces dudes as we all know them to be. They were violent. They were like they started as these black and white comic strips, um, and they were black and white, violent, heavy on the ninja aspect of things. Like, let me wave you a panel to give you an idea what they were. I hold my katana in a relaxed waiting position. To my left, Donatello and Michelangelo follow suit with bow staff and nunchucks. With his side, Raphael guards my right side. I sense his body quivering with a sense of tense energy, waiting to trigger into a savage, lashing release. Applying that, Raphael is like, "Come on, let me fucking kill these guys. Just let me kill the Foot Clan. Come on, swear, come on and let me stab you." The bloodlust that the Turtles have in the original versions, and then at some point they become the cowabunga lessies a piece of dude, and then it becomes a big success, and we had several movies, animated and live action, and the thing about it is like, anytime you could tell someone tried to, I think that first movie, the first like Michael Bay Ninja Turtles film, was trying to find that middle ground of have that version that everybody knows about, but go back to into a more mature version. And anytime they try to do that, people would go, "That's not the Turtles. That's not the Turtles I know." But it's like, but those technically ain't the Turtles. The Turtles that everybody knows. The Turtles were violent. Yeah. And people who know that version of the Turtles start having their like movie storyline watering. They're watering. They're watering each other and thinking, when are we going to get that? When are we going to get the Ninja Turtles film that's not aimed for little kids, or not little kids, but the film that you don't want little Timmy to watch? Where's the Logan of the Ninja Turtles films? You know what I mean? And Paramount's doing that through Watanabe's Adaption company. If you don't know who Watanabe is, he's known for being the old boss at DC, and doing like a train Aquaman and Black Adam, or like whenever DC Studios became a thing, that's when he didn't have a job. And the first thing he does is like, "Hey, I'm going to adapt this comic book that came out a couple of years ago, featuring a Ninja Turtle. And it's called The Last Warrior." And The Last Warrior has become the Ninja Turtle story. Now, if you guys watch my Ninja Turtles, as much as I liked Mutant Mayhem, and liked the first Michael Bay film, and liked the original live action film, and quite enjoyed TMNT, and like what the wise of the wise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, that's on Netflix. As much as there's some cool moments and some good like emotional beats and all that kind of stuff, I was like, good. It's the IDW comics. I read the first volume last year, and I was like, oh shit, this is really good. This is a version I can buy. I think I quite enjoy the authority here. I think the way they explained about how the mutants and there's mutant wets and tails, and how they can out of the blue learn karate and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, reincarnation. Okay, that's a hell of a lot easier to explain than here's a book. Here's a book. Here's a what is it, like a self self-defense class video. Oh, now they're ninjas and know how to fight. The hell? What? Okay. Anyway. But the Last Warrior goes back to those adult wounds. Now, what is the Last Warrior? The Last Warrior is about... I haven't read the story myself. I know what happens in it. It's about the grandson of the Sweater, the big villain. The grandson of the big villain of the Sweater kills 3 out of the four of the turtles, including including Splinter, and that last one goes into the wilderness and grieves, thinks all hope is lost, builds their strength up, and trains again, and goes back to New York, where he defends what the sweater, let's say anyway, is the sweater started in this like Blade Runner version of New York. But the thing is, this the last Ronin is holding all of these katanas, all of the other weapons of the Fallen Brothers, and it's just like, and the ending scene in that comic, I was like, that's a beautiful touch. This kind of ghostly effect. So he does talk this other. I don't want to spoil it to anyone, but which one it is. But it's quite how they occlude the other three without knowing that the other three are dead. And my thoughts of it, I'm like, okay, you're doing something different, and I get it. Like Last Ronin is the big story, and it is kind of like the Logan of Ninja Turtle stories, and you're going full MA, and so, and it's for me, it all comes down to who's directing the film. Because for me, you need to get a director who can handle tones very well, who's really good with tones. Like I would try to get like someone like James Mangold or something on those lines. But he's busy doing Star Wars, and then he's doing Swamp Thing and all that kind of stuff. So, and Bob Dylan and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, who else? Some people say it's Zack Snyder, which I can understand that, but because with the whole ninja aspect of things, but you need someone who can at the beginning have the audience feel, oh, this is wonderful. The Ninja Turtles that we all know, the top of the world. Oh, great. Oh shit, one's dead. Oh shit, there's the second one. Oh, the third. Now there's only one left. Oh, and have that level of, essentially have us feel that all hope is lost, and understand, let us feel the journey that this last one is going on. Don't do what the comic did, which is kind of flashback back and forth. Have it go through a more narrative structure, and so when we hit the futuristic world, I mean, honestly, I think this movie has to be like under 100 mil, like seriously. I think, I'm wondering if the Turtles, as much as popular they are, I think also with animation, there's always something anime around. So I'm curious about if Mutant Mayhem is a little bit like